full of in a world full of melodies and and all that awkwardness. hmm See, as as a people, you know, being from South Africa, you know, what we should do as South Africans, seeing that our conditions are how they are, the only thing that we can do as South Africans, or the only favor that we can do for ourselves as South Africans, is actually going to the extent of getting things done for ourselves, by ourselves, without any intervention. That's what we could do. And not only just South Africans, it goes out for everyone else in the world. Yep, just woke up. Don't know where you are. Just woke up. Um, just woke up and my voice sounds a bit different. 'Cause, I mean, I just woke up. But anyways, that's how I see it. I don't know how anyone sees it. Um, Instead of going with like the world, what the world wants, or what the world receives, or what the world believes, you know, one should be in the position. I mean, one should be in the position to work hard and think independently, you know, because with with these political parties, you may never know, bro. These people are human beings at the end of the day, and them exploiting other people, it's not very far. So, in the modern world that we live in, wherever you may be in the world, thinking independently, and acquiring skill sets, you should do that, on your own terms. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You should be doing that on your own terms. You shouldn't be always trying to support some political party and try and stand for some political party. You don't always have to do that all the time. Cause these people, bro, they be using the fact that we stand for them or we support them. They be using that as a form of exploitation. Because now, you know how humans are with with power, with receiving power. It's like it drives them nuts or something. You know, instead of thinking about a whole entire country, it's as if they now want to think of their own tushy. They want to save their own tushy. You know, they want to guarantee a life of luxury for themselves. I said it. Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that the position of power, in most cases, it drives these guys nuts. It makes them make these faulty decisions and all that. So since these guys think this way, these political leaders, our leaders, since they think this way, it would be a very, very big help to us, it would be a form of self help to think independently, to do certain things, even if they say we are unable to do them. Like, for example, in South Africa, the land expropriation thing. Without land being mean land doesn't actually have to be like given to people because now, uh-huh, okay, Down syndrome Jesus, thank you. Um, people, people won't just evolve, or people won't just upgrade because they're automatically given land. That doesn't exist. I'm saying that people won't automatically get to just improve their living because they're simply given land. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't exist. What exists is a person either working hard or a person being lazy. Now that exists. Now that right there exists. I am saying that a person being automatically given land won't automatically make him successful, won't automatically guarantee that they're going to turn their life of poverty around. Nah, that's just a fallacy. That's a fallacy. Because some of these people that they want to give land in essay, they don't have a single smut of knowledge when it comes to land and planting and plowing and whatever and applying compost, certain types of compost. There's a knowledge that they don't have. These people who want land so bad, and it's like there's a knowledge that they don't have. And then now, what's supposed to happen? The government is supposed to spend budgets from scratch, trying to teach people, trying to instill knowledge inside the minds of people. Now that's what must happen, you know, and it would be very wasteful, by the way. The expenditure of such a budget would be very wasteful. Oh, we're feeding the people, yeah, yes. In fact, damn birds are so bothersome. Hey, they're bothersome. These birds. I love nature, but damn it. Hey, hey, hey! Get off! Get off that damn roof! Fucking birds. Hi. Yeah. Down syndrome, Jesus. So you are smiting me. Oh, it's fine. See if I'm smited. Yeah, well, because me, I'll just be talking because I gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? Saying that you're smiting me. Okay, smite me. It's fine. It's fine. But quite literally, bro, it really doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. The people get the land, the people don't get the land. It really doesn't matter, bro. It just doesn't at all. What matters is how hard are people working. Now that right there matters. The people, of course, speaking in the case of SA and of South Africa, Whether the people get the land or not, it doesn't matter, bro. What matters is how hard are people working. Not just people getting the land. Because I just get a feeling that that sentiment, that promise, is only just gonna make people more lazier, I guess, because people are just gonna sit doing nothing because they're expecting the land. We're gonna get the land back. That's my take, by the way. No. Oh, and as for Down syndrome, Jesus smiting me. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for smiting me, bro. But certain things are just truth, you know, and certain things don't require chapels and church and preaching and all that. They just require being direct. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if imagine if you don't want to work hard, or imagine if you don't want to focus on a particular small business. What are you telling yourself? What are you really telling yourself? Do you really want to be one who's dependent on government? Yeah, yeah. You see me? I'm one of those who's currently being paid that government grant. And to tell you the truth, I wish to get myself out of it. I wish to get myself out of it because I don't want to be those kinds of people, those communal people, or those people. Uh, uh, I don't want to be those type of people who is into communism and makes an excuse about why the land belongs to me, why I must get the land, wara 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 wara. And fortunately, my view is not even communist. My view is not communist, Baba. I believe in working hard, Baba. Working hard, not just getting things out of thin air because I'm supposedly entitled to things. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I'm one of those South Africans who's backwards, you know, this land or Africans either way. I'm one of those Africans who's backwards. I don't believe in this. Yeah. I'm supposed to get the land for free thing. I don't believe in that thing, bro. I don't believe in that thing. I don't believe in that thing, bro. I don't follow it. You understand? Yeah, the land. What? No, no. Because if I'm gonna be in the position to make demands, because yeah, I'm South African, I'm black, I was the oppressed one. Yeah, I was the victim. If I make such excuses, I won't work. I won't be in the position to work hard and to be determined, and to be dedicated. I won't because obviously I'm expecting Baba the land. Everyone, I'm expecting and I want the land and I want the land and I want it now. And it's like, so politics, politics is some type of game, I gotta say. Politics is another interesting hard to sort of mangle your mind around, or I mean for real though. I mean politics is hard for someone, it's hard for a person to wrap their mind around. It's something that's hard to wrap your mind around because these people they want to talk about like yeah helping people yada 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 helping people and it's like they don't want to mention the fact that people must be in the position to work hard and but they miss it and just do the work that they have to do in order to improve their life, their living situation, you know. It's like politicians want to perpetuate something, for their game. That's what I'm starting to think because I mean, with how things are in Africa and in South Africa currently, bro, ah, I mean, people are obviously not gonna work hard. People are not going to dedicate themselves and have a reason to work hard. Because I mean, the land, baba. Yeah, because they always keep on talking the land, the land, the land, the land. And what do you think happens when people they keep talking? Obviously, people are glued in. When people glue in, they expect. When they expect, people now want to um, bring the sentiment of the fact that now, whether or not they work, they are South African. Whether or not they work, or whether or not they dedicate themselves to something, they are South African. That excuse, you see, that excuse alone is why South Africa will fall. I mean, even the UN says South Africa has fallen. They haven't seen nothing yet. They haven't seen nothing. The UN keeps on saying, hey, South Africa has fallen. Hey, South Africa hey, has what. They haven't seen anything. You see, if land now is to be redistributed as if bags are given away, that's when the South Africa, that's when the South African government is going to fall, Baba. Plummet and joy. So much that um, the white people that are often discriminated, as in so much the government would fall if if land were to be handed out as if goodie bags are being given. Eh, Baba, you would see even the white people that we choose as black South Africans to discriminate against for no reason, they won't even be able to control the states of the country. I tell you, if land was just to be, yeah, we're giving out land, yeah, then yeah, live anywhere that you want to live. You'd see chaos, Baba. You'd see chaos. And you see, me, I'm not from Joburg. I'm not from those places. Cape Town, Durban. I often see things on my phone, right? And I gotta say, I gotta say, see, if you say something like the people must go and occupy land, hassle free, I don't think that you'd have any peace for real because you'd have people fighting over pieces or patches of land. You'd have people literally fighting themselves over patches of land, and I don't think that you'd want that happening. You understand that? That civil war, that civil war that was mentioned by that I forget that Afrikaner guy, but I think he's an FF plus guy. He mentioned the civil war. And in that civil war, some people thought that he was talking about white people going up in arms in order to fight black people. No, that's not what he was talking about. That poor guy, that poor old man, that FF plus, I think it's FF plus or something. I forget him, but he was talking about. I remember him mentioning a civil war. That civil war that he mentioned, because I know that there are people who are anti-white so excessively in SA. That civil war that he was talking about, he was not talking about white people going up in arms in order to go to war with black people. That's not what he was talking about. He was talking about the fact that the thing that I'm mentioning right now, that if you give away land like you're giving away goodie bags, expect people to fight over certain patches of land. Expect people to make the lives of other people difficult because they want patches of land. Expect that to happen. And the police, they're not gonna have control of that, bro. They're not gonna have control over people being quite chaotic, over people being causing havoc because they feel as if they're entitled to certain patches of land. You feel me? So, hey, this land thing, this land issue in SA, me, I'm not taking it seriously. And the reason why I'm not taking it seriously is because I've always believed that I could be in the position to work harder than anyone and be the best of the best of the best. I've always believed that about myself. I don't know about anyone else. Okay. I've never been the type like excessively communist. You understand that? Because communism, it's old, Baba. I have to say, communism is very very old. The communism way of going about things, it's old, Baba. It's old. It should be left there in the archives. That's what I believe. That's what I honestly believe. You know what I'm saying? Because to be factual with y'all guys, I don't think that the communist view really improves or benefits anyone. That's me. I don't think that the communist view. I'm in a particular communist party. Yeah, I follow this party, this political party. I'm gonna be open, and I'm not gonna mention what this party is. But I'm in a certain communist party. I follow this party, because simply there are certain things or there's a rhetoric that they talk about, and that rhetoric relates to me, simply because of that. But the land thing, uh, it's 1800s, Baba. It's old. The thing, Baba. It's old. The thing that what we should be motivating people about is that they should have their own independent thinking minds. That's what we should be motivating people about. We shouldn't be motivating people and making people hallucinate and telling people that they must take land and what. That's unrealistic, Baba. If if we wanna see the South African economy plummet, that's exactly that's a recipe. That's one recipe for how the South African economy is likely to plummet. Yeah, take the land, people. Take the land, people. Occupy the land, people, as much as you want. As much as they want. Ah, Baba, as much as they want. That's a flop. That's a flop. That's a flop. That's a flop. Because this is what I believe. I believe that people, individuals, they have what it takes to build empire, to be big people in society. That's what I believe. If anyone else doesn't believe that, I don't know. You too are also backwards. Uh, what I believe is that some of the things that are often said by other political parties, they are a ploy. They are a ploy. If you know what a ploy means, or if you know what ploy means, I mean to say, the things that are often said by our political parties in SA, even worldwide, are just a ploy. They are a ploy to get tax money out of you so that senseless wars are started, senseless wars are funded, you know, uh, so that very out of touch projects are funded. You know, some of the things that these political parties or leaders be saying are just a ploy. That's why I always say, when it comes to politics, as a person, as one individual, you should indeed take what your leaders are saying, but you should take what your leaders are saying with a grain of salt. You understand? Because, hey, my daughter, Assad, Assad, most of the things that your political leaders talk about, you should take those things with a grain of salt, Bafit. I tell you. Because now you come back now, your fans, and you know that history has always demonstrated the distraction that fans bring. So now, imagine you are a fan. You're a fan of the ANC. You're a fan of the EFF. You see me, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna mention the party that I follow, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm a sovereign individual thinking person. That's what I am. Not a fan. I'm not just a fanboy. I'm not an ANC fanboy, EFF fanboy. No nigga. Sanbonani Njani? Ebo. Do you understand me, guys? Not only just restricted to South Africa. Mm. Worldwide. Abona, if you are a fanboy, fan girl, shame on you. I feel sad. I feel sorry for you. I feel really, really sorry for you if you're a fanboy or a fan girl. Oh. Hey, you are an EFF fanboy. You are a Democrat fanboy. You are a Republican fanboy. If you are a fanboy or a fan girl, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah, it basically means that all sense and all logic have departed from you. Because hear me out again. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be up to date. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be up to date politically. I'm not saying that we shouldn't take anything politically. But what I'm saying is that we shouldn't be in the position to allow politics to dictate our reasoning, our logic, our independence. That's what I'm saying. Young Turtle. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm maintaining. That's what I talked about on the previous live, right? That's what I talked about on the previous live. And those who were tuning in, they understood what was going on. They understood what I was trying to convey. Mm, that yo, we should be in the position to take what our political leaders tell us, but we shouldn't take almost everything that our political leaders tell us, right? Because if we are in the position to do so, it means that we're not in the position to think for ourselves. We're not in the position to carefully discern and make good decisions. What does it mean? That's what the that's what it means. You know what I mean? And nah, real talk, real talk. To those who are tuning in, I just want to say that I'm grateful, I'm thankful. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. If you've been tuning in, keep on tuning in. You know, keep on sharing, keep on liking. You know what I'm saying? Keep on keep on expecting something good from me, you know what I'm saying? Cuz this is apparently just my job, something good to you guys, you know what I'm saying? Some of you out there, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Of course, keep on rocking with my shorts, you know? Keep on rocking with my shorts. Going over to my shorts, you know, there's something very interesting for you. I know that there is because I work hard, you know, I work make something interesting, something a little bit flavorful for some of y'all out there. Yeah, real talk, real talk. So, um, Zion, Zion, Zion VD, Merriwe, Merwe, yeah, something like that, Merwe, Zion VD Merwe. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, my friend. Yeah. No, I'm talking about the fact that, you know, some of the things that are happening in Africa as a whole, you know, us as individuals, as the people, it's as if our common sense and logic is backtracked. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It's backtracked because instead of becoming individuals who are who have common sense, who are logical, who can discern, we end up becoming fanboys. When you are a fanboy, you literally you literally don't have a say what kind of music is made when you are a fanboy or when you are a fangirl. You are a fangirl, you are a fanboy, right? So what you should do is just expect that you are gonna get pieces of music that are particular. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that analogy. Like you see, musicians, artists, we don't have any opinion for real. Like we don't really have any opinion what music they make. That is to say, what does the music talk about and all that? We literally don't have a choice. When many artists that we listen to that are mainstream, their music is sort of imposed on us. You know what I'm saying? So even in the political scape, you know, um, these people they have fans. They have fans. The only thing that fans do is await. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know about any other person, but me, I'm tired of being a fan. Being a fan, I'm tired of that. Instead of being a fan, I'd be willing to look into other fields or other faculties of information, of learning, of assimilation. I wouldn't be in the position to just limit myself because someone from a political party keeps on talking about 1, 2, 3, APC. Ah, I don't know about anyone else, Zion, but sometimes we limit ourselves. We put so many stoppers. You know what I'm saying? We put so many stoppers, and we completely just obscure, the ounce of vision that there is, because yeah, President whosoever promised, prime minister, right over there in Europe. We just cloud our common sense. Our own individualism is clouded because of politics, because of the fanaticism that goes with politics. Yeah, yeah. No, either way. Besides the internet and all that, and you guys and meeting you guys, you amazing people. Some of you who are tuning in out there, thank you very, 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 very much. I'm gonna see you on the next one, right? Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. um, if some of the things that I talk about on this live, when I get live, don't be shy. Those who are tuning in, don't be shy. If anything that I talk about on this live resonates, don't be shy. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, go on over to my shorts. To those who are tuning in, I'm not only just live here, right? You can go over to my shorts and you could decide for yourself what's going on, right? But either way, um, Down syndrome Jesus and Zion VD Merwe, I'd like to say thank you to you guys. Of course, those who are active on the chats and those who are tuning in, I'd like to be thankful. I'd like to be very appreciative towards this very moment. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Baka. You know what's going on though?